Welcome to the weekend edition of the Nightly Nuge. Ted, I see your color coordinated between your hat and your watch. That's cool.
Yeah, my watch is orange. My hat is orange. Hunter Nation. My phone is orange. And I put something orange on my binoculars and my knives and my rangefinders, because if not, you'll lose them. I have orange keychains. I'm a big fan of visibility. But let me just tell you, everybody, finally, it's the weekend. I'm out of my cage. 2 days of freedom are good for a rage. I'm going to the concert and hitting all the bars. On weekends, my wages, they go just so far. I'm a weekend warrior. But you know, Keith, I cheat. I'm a cheater, because guess how long my weekends last? So far, 73.2 years weekend, nonstop weekends, rocking and rolling, hunting, fishing. And by the way, my trap line, unlimited gray fox, red fox, coons, possum, skunks, beavers, mink, weasels, bobcats, coyotes. It's a great trapping season. So it's a great weekend. And me and Mike Ray and Tim Wells, we're trapping fur bears to keep healthy balance, mitigate disease, and just have beautiful, organic, renewable resources to give to our children. But trapping in America is perfect environmentalism. I thought I might mention that.
Yeah, people find us, Ted, in a lot of different places on Facebook, The Nightly Nuge on Twitter. And some of the feedback that we're getting, they kind of like this weekend edition focusing more on hunting. And so I just thought I'd just throw this out there. Some of the coolest hunts that I've ever had with you were up at McMillan River Adventures in the Yukon. And I just thought maybe you might share a Yukon story for our listeners.
The experiences we had in the Yukon with a thriving, healthy moose population, the largest cervid on the face of the earth, the Alaska Yukon moose. And once you approach those wilderness lakes and wilderness areas that we did on the McMillan River with my son, Toby, and we've had such wonderful memories established around a campfire, literally in the lap of God. So I could go into the beautiful, natural, organic, pure detail of killing those moose up there in Yukon with the bow and arrow, like I did in Alaska in 1977. For many years after, I was the last guy to get out of the Sudan alive in 1978, where I hunted the lesser kudu and the Cape buffalo and the roan antelope and the Defasa water buck and the dick. I mean, it's just an amazing experience. But when you and I were under that towering spruce grove in a freezing rain, and luckily, a guitar player was there that had a lighter, and we were able to start a fire. That fire, both literally and figuratively, represented the heartbeat glow of mankind, whose instinct, our hunting family instincts, force us to morally remain connected. Spiritually connected, physically connected, that fire, that moose heart that we ate. There's something supremely remedial to cleansing the soul, to recharging the batteries, even though it's difficult wilderness conditions where it's cold and nasty and you got a little wood stove in the tent and you got to brush your teeth and pee in the 30-degree morning air, which is very exhilarating, I might add. And if anybody hasn't taken a pee in a horizontal freezing rain at 4 a.m., then you're spoiled. You're taking the thermostat for granted and the hot water faucet for granted. I'm telling you, Keith, all the maladies, all the problems experienced by mankind today can be directly attributed to the intentional distancing from the heartbeat of nature that you and I celebrated so intimately in the wilds of the McMillan River, Yukon. And even though here at Spirit Wild Ranch, I can see 2 tree stands from my man cave cuckoo's nest window, even when I leave the electronic hell zone of the modern world, which I'm a big fan of because I'm communicating with great people on the Nightly Nuge, I am literally cleansing my soul with every step I take away from electricity, technology, concrete. And I love technology. I love electricity. I love my hot water faucet. I love my toilet. I love my shower. I mean, I truly cherish them because I've spent days and weeks and months in wilderness challenging conditions. So everybody celebrating the nightly news with Uncle Ted and Keith, push yourself to leave the comforts of the modern world. Challenge yourself, even if it's only a short walk and maybe an afternoon in a tree stand or in a canoe or a john boat fishing, or maybe just a walk in the woods with your family members or your loved ones. The more time you spend in the healing glow of nature, the more that you participate in God's miraculous spirit of the wild, the better you will be at any endeavor you choose. So the McMillan River Yukon campfires we shared, Keith, with your family, my family, our friends, Donald Trump Jr., great men and women that are rock solid in the entrepreneurial man in the arena asset column of America. Do not let it get past you by just listening to Uncle Ted's campfire stories. Do it.
Wow. And I'd recommend anyone listening, if you hunt or if you're thinking about hunting or you just like traditional values, check out hunternation.org. A lot of good things going on there, a lot of great stories there, a lot of great information there. It's a great place for hunters just to kind of, get into tune with what other hunters are doing. And Ted, great week with you, my friend.
I'll tell you, I'll leave everybody with this. There I was, back in the wild again.
Beautiful.
God bless America.
See you next week, Ted. Thanks as always, buddy.